What's up guys, in this video I'll be comparing two Headlight and Taillight tints from Vvivid, their Premium Plus line and their Ultimate Tint line, to take a look at the differences between the two series. For this video I'll be using the light smoke color of both of the lines, and we'll be taking a look at the different features that each have to offer. We'll take a look at how much each one costs, as well as what they look like when applied to a headlight or a taillight. Both of these films are a dry application film, which means you do not have to do a wet application install like you would other previous style headlight and taillight tints. Basically, you would apply this just like regular vinyl wrap on the body of a car. If you're interested to see how each of these films are applied to a headlight or a taillight, check out the links in my channel and I'll put some down below, but I do have videos already showing how to apply both of these films to headlights or taillights, so be sure to check those out. So let's start off by taking a look at the Premium Plus line first, which is this one right here. I have a sample section right here. Again, this is their light smoke tint. And on this one, you can tell it's a Premium Plus tint simply by the backing paper, which is a paper type of backing paper. Taking a closer look, you can see the finish is a glossy style finish. It does not have a plastic protective cap on it like some newer films do. If we peel a little bit of the vinyl from the backing paper here, you'll see that, once I can do this, you should be able to see that there is the air release pattern like on the film, and it looks kind of like a, I don't know, I like to call it a dinosaur skin, kind of these octagonal but off-shaped octagonal hexagonal shapes in the pattern. And then on the backing paper, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, you can see the patterning there as well. As far as clarity goes, these are not optically clear films, meaning it's not 100% clear, but they are fairly clear. So you can see here as I hold it out and over the box for the Ultimate Tint, you can see that you can see through it. And for the most part, it's fairly clear. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but as I look through it, I can see kind of a little blurriness, and that's because you're looking through a non-optically clear vinyl. I can see the air release pattern because it hasn't been applied yet, as I am looking through this with my eyes down onto the over the box for the Ultimate Tint. So let's go ahead and take a look at Vvivid's Ultimate Tint now, which comes in this really cool packaging, sort of a graffiti look style package box, versus the Premium Plus line regular tint just comes in a plastic shrink wrap packaging when you order it from Amazon or Vvivid, that I've ever gotten it at least. So really cool packaging all the way around. This is a larger size package. It's the 16-inch tall by 30 feet wide or long roll. You can buy them in various sizes. A 16-inch by tall by 10 or 10 feet long roll will cost you around $29 to $30 on US on Amazon. And so you can see this is what it looks like inside the packaging. Already you can see that it does not have a paper backing like the Premium Plus line does. This actually has a clear plastic packing or backing to it. This is the film. This is the light smoke film, which does right now look slightly darker than the Premium Plus light smoke film, but we'll see once we get that applied. For the box, this is a functional style box where you can pull out whatever measure that you want, and then you can use the side of the box. You can use the side of the box as a cutting guide to help cut it. So basically, I'm just going to take my knife and slide the side against the side of the box, and helps me to just cut off a nice section of the vinyl for use for application. So now that I've got a section cut off, let's take a look at this here. So this film again does have a clear plastic backing to it. So it does have a clear plastic backing. The air release pattern is definitely different from the Premium Plus line. If you recall, that was more of a dinosaur skin, fairly large air release pattern. This one has very small, almost like diamond or square shaped patterning for the air release for this one. So it's a micro air release pattern versus a traditional larger size air release pattern. As far as clarity goes, you can see it's fairly clear as well. As I hold it over the box, it's pretty clear. Again, this is not an optically clear film. And so actually, to make it even more realistic, let's peel off this plastic protective cap, which this series of film has to protect the finish of the film. And once it's peeled off, the finish of the film is really smooth and glossy looking. Not that the other series isn't smoothly glossy, but this just has a really, really nice looking finish to it as far as smoothness and glossiness goes. So now let's take a better look at the clarity with the plastic protective cap removed from it. And so again, not an optically clear film, but it is fairly clear, as you can see and read the graphics and images on the box of the Ultimate Tint packaging. So it's a fairly nice looking film. Again, slightly different from Premium Plus line in that it has a different backing, a different air release pattern, different packaging, and it does have a plastic protective cap as well to protect the vinyl before or during installation. And oh, by the way, you can actually install this film with this plastic protective cap still on. So now that we've taken a look at both of these films up close and discussed some of their features before applying them, let's go ahead and take a look at what they look like when applied to a vehicle. Alright, so this is the Ultimate Tint that I have applied right now. The headlight is off and I just put a section on. I covered not all but most of the headlight where the light actually comes out. That's my main projector there. And so you can see the nice smooth finish. I had just applied it with the plastic protective cap on, and I peeled it off afterwards and just wiped it down with a little bit of alcohol and water, and that's the finish of Vvivid's Ultimate Tint. As you can see, like before, it's actually quite clear with it on the headlight. You might be able to see the micro air release pattern. I can see it with my naked eye, but I don't know if the camera is actually able to pick it up or not. So let's take a look at it with the light on next. Okay, so now you can see I have the light on with the tint. Getting a little bit of glare there, so I'll try to turn it so it is pretty clear as far as how it looks with the light coming out. When I turn it on, I did notice a little bit of dimming of the light output, but not much. This is a light smoke, so of course some light reduction is to be expected because you have a darker colored film on it. And so let's take a look at what the light looks like shining on something. All right, and so you can see I have the light on still and shining directly at my mess of a garage. And I'm gonna go ahead and just peel it off so you can see the difference in real time. So peeling off the tint to reveal what the difference in light output might be. There we go, as it goes past the main projector. So you can see right away that the tint light smoke does actually reduce some of the light or darken some of the light output. I don't know if it reduces output, but it certainly makes it look a little bit darker, but not overly significant. Okay, and here I have the Premium Plus line tint applied. Again, just a sample section, so I wasn't going too crazy. Just want to make sure that the main light output area was covered for demonstration purposes for looking at it with the light. Again, pretty clear. It may be harder to see, but you can kind of see right there in my reflection, it's kind of a ripply look. So a little bit of like distortion, whereas with the Ultimate Tint, it's practically completely smooth. So it doesn't look bad at all. If I look at it with just my plain eyes without through a camera, it does actually look really good. The finish is glossy and smooth and shiny otherwise. I can see the air release pattern, at least with my eyes. I don't know if the camera is picking it up. So you can, if you do see it, it does look like that dinosaur skin, but that will eventually go away over time. In my experience, having used this film multiple times previously, clarity, again, you can see right into the headlight pretty well. And so let's go ahead and take a look at what this will look like with the light on. Okay, as you can see, I have the light on, and taking a look, it is pretty clear, and it is a little bit dimmer because it's a light smoke than without the film on it at all. The clarity is still pretty good. Taking a look at the main projector area, and you can kind of see the air release pattern now a little better as the camera is trying to focus in. So it has kind of that dinosaur skin look. That's just the best way I describe it. So this is what it looks like with the light shining through as compared to the earlier look without the light on. And so now let's take a look at the output. All right, so here we are looking at the same view with the tint still on. And so let's go ahead, like on the last one, I'll go ahead and peel this off so you can see the difference in real time. So tint on presently. I'm pulling the tint off. Tint's coming off. It's gonna hit where the projector is. And there we go. All right. So again, like before, it is a light smoke tint, so your light output will be a little bit darker or colored. I don't have a light meter, so I can't tell you how many lumens of brightness may or may not be lost, but you could see for yourself, at least through this camera, the difference in the light output of both films. Alright guys, so now that you've seen both lines of Vvivid's Headlight and Taillight tints, which one do you like the best? Both have their unique features, which we talked about in the video. Premium Plus looks great, it's easy to install, and it costs a little bit less than Ultimate Tint, whereas Ultimate Tint has a really OEM-like finish. It costs a bit more and can be a little bit more difficult to install in Premium Plus, but in the end, both are really great tints. So which one would you choose? Let me know by dropping a comment in the comment section below. Also guys, one last thing, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification button so you get notices when I post new content to the channel. Every little bit helps, and it's greatly appreciated. Thanks again for watching guys, and have a great day.